The problem I have with the whole Jimmy Kimmel is that the entire narrative from the news was this is government censorship.
To me, it's weird because Jimmy didn't say anything like offensive in my book. I mean, he was just making a commentary on like what the like social media and news cycle had been post Kirk.
He should have been more sensitive to the situation. It was in bad taste, whether you agree with it or not. You know, 2 little girls have no father now. A lot of people love the guy, a lot of people hate the guy. It doesn't matter.
And he wanted to sit there and just have an open conversation. That's what we really need right now, because there's such a great divide in our country, is we need more Charlie Kirks.
We need more people engaging in dialogue.
And I'm going spiritual, but this is a spiritual divide. This is just getting us to all fight each other. All right, we're back. It's a few days later.
Glad I wore the same shirt today.
I know, me too.
I haven't bathed.
Yeah.
This is the only shirt I own, actually. I just wear it all the time.
I changed my underwear.
No, you didn't.
I had this hat on, actually, in the opening segment. The comic that was talking out there, Ricky Luna,
Yeah.
I was barking for a show that he did on Thursday, so we had to like go through downtown the Village Fest thing and ask people, and I thought I was going to get punched in the head because people don't read, and they thought it was like a Make America Great hat on there. So
Did anyone say anything new?
some people were like, I love your hat.
Do you know why?
And then other people were like, I can't believe you're fucking wearing that. And I just wonder, like, did they actually read what the hat said or not?
But do you know why you didn't get punched?
Why?
Because the conservatives are they're refrained, and it's the left that burned our cities, fucking going nuts, attacking people, killing people, shooting up fucking.
It's only the left, right?
99% of the violence.
Absolutely.
We're gonna get into the math later, right? But yes, a
That's
lot
demonstrably
of it. What
false.
happened in Charlie
the
Kirk
far left
should
and
have
the
been.
far right
We should have burned.
all of the problems.
We should have
in this
burned down some
country.
fucking cities for that one, dude. Like that's fucking horrendous.
You should have burnt down cities in
Yeah.
like, because of what happened
and
to Charlie
rioted.
Kirk.
Yes.
For what?
For Charlie Kirk.
Are you fucking high right
Yeah.
now? I believe
We didn't.
honestly, the one thing that you said that I disagreed with is I don't think that we should have, as a country, like that the flags were at half mast. I don't agree with that.
You don't think so?
I don't think we should have had the flags
Why?
at half mast for Charlie Kirk.
Why not?
Because I mean, he wasn't a sitting president. He didn't hold a government office or anything like that.
He wasn't a politician.
Did we ever do that for someone who was like polarized on the left? For anyone like that.
Well, why was he polarized? I mean, just because of his what he thought, or just because he just didn't want to have
he
a
was
conversation?
a hero of the like hardline conservatives.
Not really. I think he's now our hero for pretty much the middle ground to the right, and even some of the left, because he's open to debate. And if you believe in your principles, you can debate him.
I liked the idea of what
And he was just
he did.
He was a great debater.
But I definitely didn't stand for anything. So
It doesn't mean you have to agree with him.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like,
Well, he was a champion of family. You have several.
Oh, yeah,
children.
for
He was
sure.
a champion of family.
for sure.
The champion of procreating, which I read something the other day that the death rate in the next few years is going to exceed the birth rate.
man, it's fucking
And then we're
crazy. No one's having kids.
Then we're
no one's
fucked.
having
Then we're
kids.
fucked. There were some things that I would imagine would apply universally, but people will find a way to just pick everything apart because they want to demonize something, you know.
I didn't feel like he was strongly conservative.
Neither do I.
He was definitely on the right-leaning side.
He was very religious,
He
and he believed,
Well,
and like he was.
he might have been religious. I mean,
No,
look,
he's really religious.
Yeah, well, he really was. Yeah.
No,
really,
I
really
he was
look,
very religious.
Look,
You should watch some of his stuff.
Look, what Charlie's really known for, at least in in kind of my circles, which is more kind of on the academic side of things, he was really well known for trying to maximize the shock value of logical fallacies. So he wasn't a good debater. He wasn't good to talk with. He didn't really try to create open forums where people talked. He tried to create situations where people would say things to him and then he would respond in tangentially related ways in order to get clips. And it was like because look, I mean, he was trying to build a media empire. He was trying to build something.
I
Like,
disagree.
You don't think what
you
you
don't-
don't think what Charlie Kirk did was debating?
no.
I mean, I want you to go look at all of his footage and try to find one where he lost a debate, since you said he wasn't
Sure,
a great debater.
look at the entire video of him at Cambridge. Go look at the entire video of him at Cambridge. He gets destroyed.
Yeah, he's
No,
he
he
was
he
known
held
for
his
going to
ground.
the college
watched
campus
it.
and finding
Huh?
the
Yeah.
craziest
watched
people
it.
I
there,
know he didn't
and
get
those are the
destroyed.
clips. You get
The
people up
kids
there
got
who are not
raped, yeah.
well versed in the
Depends
material.
on like your point of view.
No, it doesn't depend on your at least for me, it doesn't depend on my point of view. It depends on, my knowledge around, how you engage concepts, arguments, and defend them in a public forum or in a private forum.
There's no intellectual rigor going into what's going on there.
Listen,
I'll
he's a
give you an example.
saint. He's a saint.
Well,
Okay,
no,
you don't talk about him when he's not around.
No, it's funny that you say that
No
because
more. He's a sainthood. I think is coming to him.
no,
That's
no,
next.
this is
I'm
it's
serious.
funny that you say this
I really do.
because the kind of common theme around all this stuff is like I feel like modern American Christianity is I saw a meme the other day that was basically like a modern Christian in America will worship anyone but Jesus. And it's like there is this like weird deification. No, there's this weird kind of cultish deification of these people who like kind of don't really have values, but they say the right things for the right people. And look, my grandfather was a pastor. I grew up around incredibly faithful people, and none of them would have like done with Charlie Kirk what's going on right now. But they also thought that the like mega church, Bentley driving pastors were sketchy and like
Yeah.
snake oil sales.
I mean, we can agree on that.
And so I don't know. For me, it's like it's really weird to watch what's going on around Charlie Kirk because like he wasn't a civil rights activist. He wasn't trying to make the world a better place, in my personal opinion. But now that he's been killed, there's this like push to pretend like he was something that he wasn't, or to reframe him as something that he wasn't. And it's just really challenging for me to wrap my head around all this stuff because I know we're supposed to be talking about the First Amendment.
Yeah, I was
But-
trying to get back on it.
Yeah,
but no, keep
yeah.
going.
But no,
Like, you really hate this
anyways,
dude.
no, it's just like there's a lot of things that have popped up, and it's just I don't know. It's so curious to me. But we have the First Amendment, and we can do these things, right?
Yeah, and it's fine if you feel he wasn't a benefit to humanity and he wasn't doing a good job. I think he was doing that not for money, not for views, not for clicks, not for a media empire. I really truly believe he was out trying to change some minds in an environment where you're being fucking brainwashed, which is in the college campuses in America.
Yeah,
Like
Mike.
it's bad. It's fucking bad, in my opinion.
Mike,
right?
I mean, just chime in. I agree with that 100%. I didn't see that there was any. I mean, look at what's he's making money, fine. He's got family support, but
Yeah.
I didn't get that. I mean, I think he had certain values and he put them out there and just trying to maybe counteract some of what he saw as the breakdown of the society.
He had
And the
certain
breakdown of
values.
the family unit and the breakdown of, people, going against religion and all those kind of things. And so I think, and again, I've seen all this after the fact of watching some of the stuff sitting at home with myself. But again, here's a guy that could have sat on behind a camera. He went out there, put himself out there in a bulletproof vest across the country every time,
Campuses didn't
multiple
want
times
him.
a week.
Didn't
Nobody
want
wanted
him.
him there.
No one
dealing
wanted
with
him
all
there.
these liberal kids,
Yeah.
with just fucking purple hair, whatever the hell, and this, and he took him on and just said, "Look, okay, let's talk," and gave him a voice, and he spoke. Well, he had his position, but anyway, yeah, it's so funny how four guys can sit here and two guys can be on this position, and I hear your comments, and I respect you guys. I don't know you
And
guys that
and
well,
it's
but
cool. Like,
no,
I
and
get
that's
it.
Yeah,
and
no,
that's
for
why
sure.
it's all
That's why I
enjoyable.
wanted-
But it's
But
amazing. It's
you're
just great.
talking about these values that Charlie Kirk had. I think it's a little bit ironic that now he's been dead for a week and a half, and his wife Erica Kirk, who obviously is well off and set for life, has decided to become the CEO and take over Turning Point. So
Well, there's a reason behind
he
that.
espoused the belief that women should be at home and raising the children and doing all these things, but now she's decided to step into the role that, he said this is what men do. Men are the providers. He even he did that, but now she's going to be the CEO. So tell me that what he says in public and what he said in private were two different things.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, we could also go to his clip about the Second Amendment where he's like, some people have to die for this. And like, I genuinely believe when he said that, he thought, well, look, some brown and black people have to die so that we can have this. I didn't think he thought he was referring to himself. I know you disagree with that. You're like, no, he thought it was him. And
I think he thought it was him. And sometimes you can see something where you just know, like, that's my fate. And it gets ingrained in you at a very young age. You're like, fuck, that's going to be like how I die. and it comes out over and over. And I've heard this from certain people that died young, where they would mention some, and then, fuck, dude, like he used to talk about that, and then he died in a motorcycle. It's fuck, what the fuck?
All of his thoughts on
So-
empathy were pretty interesting too. When I saw some of the clips about what he said.
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
he thought
Yeah.
empathy was a new age
A
idea
new age
and
woke
like
kind
it
of thing. He hated it.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to the First Amendment, if you guys don't mind, because the guy's a fucking saint. So I wanted to talk about what government's doing, because government's not supposed to impede in any way on our free speech. Yet, 38 states right now. Oh no, not 38. I'm going to talk about California first. SB 771. So this is a new bill titled "Social Media Platform Endangering Californians." So again, this is the government deciding what speech is good and what speech is bad. Now, they can't just blatantly go after us directly, because that's a clear violation of the First Amendment. So what they've decided to do, and I think this is going to go to the Supreme Court and get fucking kicked out if someone fights it, but they said, we'll just go after the social media platforms and we'll fucking fine them up to $1 million per violation if they say it's something we don't like, whether it's propaganda or this or the sky's green or whatever side you're on. I mean, this administration could say something different. Maybe Republicans take over California one day and they say, okay, now you can't say all these things or you're going to get fined. And what happens is the social media platforms, which is our voice right now, will tweak. And they'll start demonetizing and deplatforming and stop spreading the pharmacy because you said one fucking thing and now you're
I'd
gone.
love to see
I don't want to
what
get
the language of that law looks like and who's policing it. Because believe me, right now you could say just about anything you want, especially on X. I guess there's a little bit more, some more restrictions on Facebook and Instagram through the Meta platforms. But you could see some. I mean, you could just put about anything. There's porn on X. Not that I watch it or anything.
But again, it's the government getting into free speech, right, and trying to police a private company with the threat of fines. And it's the state of California is extremely liberal, deciding that's pretty fucking dangerous. And the fact that passed, kind of scary, right?
So can you tell me like what
I want to do.
what does it say?
Oh, you want to read it to you?
You don't have to read the whole thing, but can you give me like a general?
It defines social media platforms as the ones being certain criteria. They have to have revenue thresholds, so it has to be like a real fucking platform.
Uh-huh.
And it imposes liability when content of their users promote or amplify in any way that violates any civil rights, any
So like something
Any
that would
pro-
incite violence and those
anything
type
that
of things.
against something that promotes violence, intimidation, hate, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So hate could be like, I don't like people with fucking purple hair. I feel fucking, oh my God, there's hate coming from Matt. He said my purple hair is like, what the fuck? And like,
No,
boom,
I think
deplatformed,
what this is supposed
fined,
to
right?
do, and you're taking it to an extreme. I think this is like so that people don't come on there and grow an audience that says I think you should go out and murder trans people or all of the Jews should die. Those kind of things are what this is trying to avoid.
Well, I'm going to give you an example, and I'm just going to make this
But government, if they were doing that, they would come after the individual for threats of violence.
No, let me give you.
And they could.
Let me give you
right?
an
They
example.
wouldn't start fining, going around being tricky little fucking politicians, which is scumbags they are, and going to the platform and fucking
Well,
fining
they
them
want the
huge-
platform.
They want
to
the
do
platform
do the
to
police
do the
do
to
the
do the
policing
bad.
for them.
But then,
Right.
but again, this is government getting involved in a private company.
No, let me
Yeah,
give you an
okay.
example. We're all parents, right? We're all parents.
Mhm.
Let's say I have the opinion that I think everybody who like feels a certain way should just kill themselves,
Mhm.
right? It's my like First Amendment right to say that,
Sure.
right? And if we were all out drinking or whatever, I'll say that. You're like, that's weird. Why would you say that? But whatever. These companies, the big ones, and this is probably one of the reasons there's a revenue threshold. These big companies are collecting data that we don't even know that they're collecting. So let's say I am the type of person who thinks that a certain type of person should kill themselves. And I'm posting that on, I don't know, Instagram or X or whatever. And let's say that our kids are getting fed that material on purpose because the data that's being collected on them knows that that information or that data will affect them in a certain way or be compelling to them in a certain way. For example, let's say we all have a daughter and X knows when they're on their menstrual cycle, they'll be more emotional and they'll be more compelled to watch reels like that over and over and over again, which monetizes that material for that company. To me, when you read me that bill, that's what I think. Now,
But
are they going to go out and be like, oh, this person said they don't like people with blue hair? I mean, that seems so unlikely to me. It sounds more like they're trying to create the structure so that they have some type of leg to lean on when these companies start to really do awful things with the
Well, hold
data
on,
that
it's
they have.
California. They would never ban blue hair, first off.
but this is a blanket order, right? Coming from the state of California, which puts all those social media platforms on notice, which, hey, we're gonna have to start restricting free speech. The government just affected our ability to have free speech. Now, if someone starts posting stuff about, hey, kill yourself, and someone kills themselves, there's so much remedy at that point. Not only liability, but people are gonna go to fucking jail.
But why do we have to wait till a kid kills himself?
That's what Charlie Kirk was talking about. You know, you gotta have some
They
casualties
already
to.
police that. They don't want a fucking $100 million lawsuit, $1 billion lawsuit hitting them. You don't think they're already policing for that? Like, dude, you can't say that. I say stuff sometimes. I call somebody a very mild name, like a clown. Fucking rechange your post. We're not posting it. I said a clown, and he is a clown. Okay, this is the government getting involved. Now I'm gonna go one step further. Show the picture of Ted Cruz. I don't want to bash on the Jews because I have a lot of Jewish friends, and a lot of my loans come from my Jewish friends.
Can we be specific that there's a difference between Jews and Zionists?
It's more Zionists, and I was like I grew up my whole life with a lot of Jewish friends because I'm from New Jersey and never had any problem with anybody. I'm like, why is there all this hatred towards you? Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, what do they do? Right, my whole life, like literally every time I see them, like, fuck's wrong with Germany? Like, why did they do that? It's crazy. And this is a touchy subject, so I'm gonna kind of narrow it down to the free speech portion, which I found kind of like sickening when I started digging into it. There's 38 states right now that have laws on the books that state my income can be affected. I can lose my government contract with that state. So if I own a concrete company that provides concrete for all the highways, and I have 1,000 employees and 100 fucking trucks, and I've got a lot of money on the line because I'm buying all this concrete, and I got trucks and staff, office buildings, and I say anything about Israel that's negative, fucking lose my contracts. I lose my business. I lose my trucks. All my employees lose their jobs. That really fucking hammers it down. This is, again, government affecting free speech. And this isn't me saying fuck Germany, fuck the United States, fuck Russia, whatever. I can say whatever I want about anybody, Donald Trump, but this little country in the Middle East, Israel, for some reason, I can't say anything about them or I lose my government contract. And it's not just California. California passed AB 288, passed in 2016. All right? If you have a contract over $100,000 and you say something against Israel, you lose your contract. Now, it's not just California. Texas passed a bill in House Bill 89 in 2017. State agencies may not contract with companies that boycott Israel. Boycott means talk negatively about them. Decide not to do business with them. Kansas has a law preventing state contract with employees that boycott or divest from Israel. Missouri, 2020, enacted a law that requires state contractors to certify that they are not engaged in any sort of boycotting of Israel. It says Israel.
We have a lawyer here. Would you the word boycott? I mean, like, as far as
No, but
is that really what they're saying? Like, you can't say
boycott
anything.
it's boycott is
Don't engage.
don't
right?
engage.
Don't engage.
Don't engage. So this is fucking scary. So it's like when there's smoke, there's fire. And I get it, man. Like I can almost understand when Israel was established, they got fucking attacked from every corner. They fought them off. They're, no one wanted them there, right? They had a fight to get their land back, right?
Yeah.
And fuck, if I was a weak, skinny kid, I'd want to be friends with the biggest, toughest fucking guy on the block.
Yeah.
But I think they took that to the next level. And they've corrupted our politicians and our political system by buying them off, where we have politicians doing shit like this.
Well, you see, though,
That's
that's a
like,
law in the
no,
books.
you're
Has
Americans.
it been used in any of these? Has it been enforced in any one of these areas? Because I think
I
sometimes laws like
I guarantee you it
sometimes
has
laws
been,
like that
man.
are in place because you don't want them to be saying something anti-Semitic or being part of like a neo-Nazi organization or something along
Again,
those lines.
they have
that
no right as a government, zero right, per our First Amendment, to interfere with our ability of free speech, especially of a foreign power, a foreign
Yeah.
country. What are you fucking kidding me? And this is like this. Again, we're just talking about this, like just this issue. There's a million other issues I just
They're not saying
discovered.
that you have to that you can't say it. They're just saying that they're not going to support it by like
No, they're not going to.
letting you have government contracts, though.
Okay, what if my business is government contracts?
Well, then you better not say something anti-Semitic.
Okay,
I
so
guess.
did that prevent my ability to have free speech? And this isn't, again, not about America or like I'm going to go burn an American flag, or it's about another country. I don't care if it's Israel or Ireland. The fuck you doing? What do you mean you're canceling my contract because I said something negative about Israel 3 weeks ago because I didn't agree with them going into Gaza or this or whatever? Or they bombed this country and I didn't agree with it. So fuck them. Like, they shouldn't be doing that. There's kids dying.
No,
Put the
look,
bombs away.
yeah, no, I
No, fuck you, Mike. You lost your fucking business. Because your business is a state contract business. You own tutoring fucking clinics all over the state. And then my only state is Missouri. And I tutor kids and I just lost all my contracts. That is impinging on that owner's freedom of speech.
100%.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You're the lawyer.
Yeah, I'm not a constitutional lawyer, but yeah, I mean, it seems, it's beyond my pay grade.
It's
I'm not weighing.
he doesn't want to get involved
I'm
in the
not
Israel
weighing in
thing.
on this topic. You guys,
No,
you guys are
and there's people that
it's
don't
way
want
deeper. It's just it's so rooted. It's just to even
Well-
try to uncover this and like peel off the layers. There's so much behind that.
Well, here's the other thing. When
Not
I
just freedom of speech.
when I started going into a little bit on Israel, just a little bit, and I just started digging a little bit deeper and deeper, because when the smoke, there's fire, I learned really quickly that people didn't want to talk about it. They were scared to like respond to me online. They thought they were going to get deplatformed or lose their job, or their bank account was going to get. That's fucking crazy. And like, these are people that I know, like my brother Jim. Fucking owns his own company. He's a lawyer. He's a fucking, he's as American as could be. And he's like, no, you can't be talking about Israel on your show. And I'm like, I'm going to talk about it tonight because there's a bunch of laws on the books with 38 of our fucking states that I think breaks our First Amendment rights. And where I'm going to talk about it. But I don't know. Like, am I out of line? What do you guys think?
I mean, look, to me, like, regardless, I mean, we could talk for ages about America and its relationship with Israel, right? But just the fact that there would be a law specific to, a lot of these laws, I guess, they say you can't say bad things about allies, but then they only point out Israel
A
specifically,
few of them were pointing out only Israel.
which is really bizarre to me.
Yeah.
And this goes back to like lobbying efforts.
Yeah.
It also goes back to the fact that like we don't make any organizations that are Israeli funded and run register as foreign actors in America.
Yeah.
Like it just really goes on and on and on. But regardless of the Israel thing, the fact that there would be any law in the book saying, no, you can't say anything bad about this one country it's just
weird. I just wanted to bring it up because it's super weird.
So carve out for Israel that there isn't for anyone else, and I'll agree with that. The only thing that I've ever come across when it comes to this, I made a comment on my page one time about how I don't know enough about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict to really understand the nuances of it. But what happened, what I said is that innocence suffers on both sides.
Yeah.
And that's the truth, is really the innocence suffers on both sides. And people came after me like,
Oh, they're
fuck
crazy.
you.
Both
Like,
sides. Yeah. Yeah.
There were some people were cheering like, oh, this is pro-Palestinian. Thank you for saying that. And other people were like, I'm unfollowing you because you're fucking anti-Israel. I didn't say it was anti-Israel. I just said it's sad because women and children and people that don't have really any like extremist views are the ones suffering the most.
It's just, again, I'm gonna go back to the Bible for 1 minute, because like the end of days all centralize around the Middle East and Israel, like fucking the end of the world. And the fact that they would call that out all those years ago, and here we are, fucking where's all the conflict? Even like just talking about that country is like, it's crazy. So I think again, this is an onion that you have to peel back a million layers, which I definitely don't want to do because I'm not an expert either on Israeli policy or some of the shit you read. Probably half of it's not real. It's fake, right? And it's on from both sides because I have really good friends that are Jewish, but they're not Zionists. They're just, their friends are Jewish. And I got friends on the other side too, from Palestine, that they post crazy babies dead and then like nonstop. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't want to look at that guy's page. It's like too much. But then I started doing some research. And I'm like, let me look at this page a little bit. And I'm like, oh God, it's bad. That's you're right. It just goes deeper and deeper and deeper. And just, again, it's spiritual. There's something going on. There's that dark energy is somewhere. And I don't know if it's in Israel or the other side, but like it depends on whose side you are. The other side's the
I think
devil.
we need to send the shaman
Right.
over there and give
We
them
need
all
to
a
send
little
the shaman.
common.
If we send the shaman over there and did combo to everybody, everybody be okay. Like I swear to God, if they did that, like the war would stop.
If Jimmy just went to the Middle East and did ayahuasca with everyone,
If we
it
could
would all go
clone
away.
Jimmy like a million times and be like, boom, just free sessions, dude. There's no money.
Send him there with those hot chicks that he brings everywhere. It'd be great.
Yeah, what the hell is with that, Jimmy? What's with the hot chicks that you bring over my house? A different one every time.
Is that really a question?
Yeah. He is a single man, I guess. And they're always so young. Like, where does he find like?
Oh, he's training them. I mean, they want to learn how to do combo.
But like to find
And,
like,
excuse me,
to find a very pretty girl that wants to hang out with Jimmy. That's one thing. And then to find a young pretty girl that's like believes in that spiritual medicine and is like all into it. Is like trained to be a show. That seems like a tall order. Like, does he have an ad out?
no, man. I think it's just like those people find each other.
Yeah,
like they
I know.
move in the same circles. You know?
Love you, Jimmy, man. Let's see if he's watching the show.
It's energy. It's all energy. See, we view the world differently, but the energies come together, and that's how you find each other.
Exactly. Well, I can't wait to see your show in Vegas. It's gonna be amazing.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Matt. Thanks for coming.
No problem. Good to be here.
Let's post up his YouTube channel. There
I'm
it
going to
is.
check it out right when I get home.
Yep, you'll love it. All the content's really, really good. And what have you been doing, man?
You know, dude, just staying busy, looking for opportunities, all the things that adults do.
Yeah, getting to bed early.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Till the next time.
Peace. See ya.
The words we bear, the thoughts we hold, a flame of truth, unbought, untold. No law may silence, no shadow bind, the voice of reason, heart or mind. From whispered hope to public cry, our voices lift, our spirits fly. The press, the pen, the artist hand, reveal the truths that shape the land. In crowded square or quiet room, ideas bloom, dismal gloom. No fear of change, no shadowed hand shall dim the speech this law has planned. Let no hand strike, let no law quell the sacred speech we know so well. For when our voices rise as one, freedom's song can't be undone.